I don't know if you can make it out right there or not. That's some strand of barbed wire running. Part of the fence I was talking about, running along through that little strip of trees there. Went around. Come right there. There's an old T-post right there with some of it on there. It was wrapped around that tree. I assume somebody's cut it and wrapped it around that tree, but it would have kept going straight along that line of trees right there. This out here would have been the actual pasture. In fact, once you get right there, you can see it, some more T-posts and barbed wire runs right through that strip of trees there. And there's actually a little pond out there in those woods you'll come up on. There's no way to get to it on a four-wheeler. You'd have to be on foot, but actually it's a decent sized pond. It's not real big, but I guess, you know, there for the cows to drink out of. Riding on what we call the green line, long straightaway through here. Up here to the cow shed, looking around. Usually somebody keeps that mowed down right there, but they hadn't done it yet. Pond's filled up, pretty full. That's probably the fullest I've seen it. Probably since last summer, actually. This isn't the pond, though, I was talking about. This is actually another pond. The one that I'm talking about, you can't get to it on four-wheeler, but this was another one right here beside the cow shed. I assume that was, you know, part of the farm, too, you know. Ran into a spider web. I had to get it off my neck. Oh no. At least it's not a real big one. Should be able to move that fairly easy. It wouldn't be a ride unless you came upon a dead tree you had to move. Let's see how I'm going to go about moving this one. I don't think it's going to go that way. Go this way with it. That's one way of doing it. My gloves all full of bark and sap. Yeah, at least it wasn't no bigger than that. Water hole out there's full of grass. Got a little bit of water in it, but you can't tell it for all the grass that's growing up out of it. Back at the railroad. Path right here has been washing out bad. The culverts all stopped up down here. There was an old beaver house over there, but I'm not sure. I don't know if the beavers are actually still down in here or not. I think a lot of this is washing just downstream, you know, from the heavy rain we've been having. These pipes the pipes can't handle all the water even when they were open, but now that they've gotten blocked up, they surely ain't holding aren't up to capacity for all the water that's coming down through here. That one there's got a bunch of brush in front of it. Go up here a little ways and turn around. I could keep going, but I don't want to go back that way right now, so actually be taking back in the direction of home. Yeah, but during the heavy rains, this path right here is completely covered in water. They need to come down here with an excavator or something and clean those pipes out. Be good. Cruising around, not even anywhere in particular I'm going, just riding. Out for a Sunday cruise. Real rough right here. I think that's going to be it for this trail. Just keep on going. Can't make my way over here. Pine straw up on me. Stick flew up. Blue pine straw up on my lap and everything. Deal is with all the pine straw flying up in the air. Like I hit a stick and it just flies up. riding along here and came up on a turtle. It's kind of odd for a turtle not to go back in the shell. You ride up on a four-wheeler. I bet that rascal will bite you too if you tried to mess with him, but that's the first time I've been up this close to a turtle in quite some time now. Most of the time you see them out on the road and stuff, but yeah, he's kind of I guess a mid-sized one. Not the biggest. He probably just came up out of this creek right here. Alright, we'll leave you alone then. Yeah, it's like he wants to follow me. He must like four-wheelers. They're coming back by the swamp again. And like I said, this hill right here is a lot steeper than it looks. All these rocks at the bottom. They're rolling out from under your tires when you're climbing up. Yeah, back on the 128 path again. I'm just out cruising around, that's all. I think I've ridden just about all the paths back here. I'm kind of going back over some of them a second time. Trails over at the gas line are, you got to ride down the side of the road part of the ways to get to where those are at. And that's quite a little ways away from where I'm riding it right now. I kind of doubt, usually in the summer months, you can't get over there on account of the roadside and everything has grown up. The state will come by and mow it periodically, but they don't come by frequently enough, and it gets overgrown. And there's a lot of or there's a drainage ditch that runs alongside the road, you know, naturally, but when that grass gets up thick and everything, it's a lot of walloped out places and all. If you get down in that ditch, you know, you drop a wheel down in it the wrong way or something, it's going to flip the four-wheeler over. So I prefer traveling through there when the grass is not grown up tall, so I can see, you look out for hazards and things like that on the roadside. It used to be there was a trail that led over to the gas line, and I think you've heard me mention that somebody put a fence and a gate up, put a cow pasture out there and blocked the path off, so you can't use the path anymore. That was nice because you weren't anywhere near the road, and nice little trail, that puts you right over there connected with all the gas line trails, I call them. And, over there places like where, the Ford and the gas line itself, the ghost house, some of those landmarks, I can call them, that are over that way. But what can you do, that's the way it goes. I have to keep stopping because like some kind of bugs or something keep crawling on my face around my goggles, making my face itch. Probably a spider web or something. One of those trails right here that you just don't ever get tired of riding on. You can ride back and forth on it probably 100 times in a day, and you say, you get that kind of satisfied feeling, from sliding around the turn or something, Too, it's about the only place back here that's wooded now, so that's always a plus. One thing about the Recons, so light, as I was saying earlier, they you can get up to top gear pretty fast. Back up on the Montague farm now. back on the railroad. By there, that pile of rocks right up there. There's a lot of rocks in the soil out here. There's another turtle. The turtles out everywhere. How about that? I thought that was a rock at first, but it's a turtle. How about that? Getting ready to cross Montague Creek right here. This part right here is really not muddy. Not like the you know, on downstream there a little ways. I told you I didn't want to go across it with a tractor, because I was afraid it would mire up too bad. I actually went across this with the tractor the other day, and it didn't mire up on me. So the four-wheeler should do just fine. On up that way is where the pipe for this creek comes up under the railroad. Old junk and stuff is out there in those woods. There's rocks all out here.